Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with more Kamen Rider Saber, you guys. I am very excited to see more of this show. Really enjoying it so far. If you're joining me early today, you already know what it means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much, and as always, I'm sending you up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm so glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in the description down below. So, okay, last time on Kamen Rider Saber, we had a lot going on. First of all, right off the bat, I want to say it was pointed out to me that I missed something that happened at the end of the battle scene. So basically, bad guy shows up. Everyone's worn out from battle, tries to blast them, and then it doesn't work. And someone pointed out to me that I completely missed that there was someone who stood in the way of it and, like, protected them. It only happened for, like, a few seconds, and we didn't see them, like, a lot. There wasn't, like, a big extended battle, but there was kind of, like, this gold rider when I went back and checked, and I was like, oh, dang it, I completely missed that. I'm so sorry. But I did go back and watch it, and I love the design. I think it's really, really sweet. So who is this mysterious rider, I ask? It has also been pointed out to me that, you can start to put together a few clues of, like, the needle hedgehog being, I believe, like, it was like a gold hue or something. The little baby book that we saw, little baby book. But that was gold. The magic carpet is gold that we saw Kento on. The rider obviously was gold. So kind of spelling out some clues for me here, but kind of needed that, like, driven home to me, which thankfully I did in the comments, so yay. So definitely the feedback is helping. I can definitely tell this is going to be more of a series where they're not going to come out and necessarily, like, exposition you a lot. They're going to kind of drop some hints and let you kind of put it together yourself. So I will be paying close attention to that, because it's not that that's rare in a Rider series. Like, there are a few where, you know, they don't just, like, throw it in your face, but I am a little bit more used to, like, oh, unless it's said, you know, it's not a thing. And it does seem like this is going to be a series where, like, no, we're going to drop you some hints and we're going to let you kind of put it together at your own pace, which I did not. So I'm thankful that it was pointed out. But yes, I went back and saw that rider, and that is a really, really, really sweet design. Guessing it's our third, except that we've already, we had the King of Parenting one, so kind of fourth, but kind of like our third main rider. Which I'm assuming is our newest character, Kento. So, looking forward to seeing more of that. But we also had some other great stuff last episode. I think they've been doing great character stuff, and we're only a few episodes in, but already I feel like they're really building up who Touma is by his actions. You know, the weight and importance he puts on promises, the kind of gentle strength that he has as a person. We saw him keep not one, but two promises, because he promised to get Sora back, and he promised to get Sora into books. And by the end there, with one of the best things I've ever seen, which was ripped Tinkerbell, I mean, Sora was like, I could get into this. I could get into this. And I'm like, yes. That would have been what hooked me as well. I kind of lost my mind over Rip Tinkerbell. Just was not expecting it. The fact that they had, like, Tinkerbell in general was really cute and sweet. And then I don't know if I dreamed this or not. I feel like somebody told me that the actress for Ripped Tinkerbell was a wrestler. I may have, like, don't quote me on that, because I may have literally just dreamed that. But I feel like somebody did mention it in the comments. So I just think the whole thing was really fun. Like, they just took it a step further than they needed to, and I approve of that. So yeah, so we're really poised for some greatness here on this show. And I am enjoying it so far. So what do you say? We go ahead, jump in, and see what the show has for us next. Let's go. All right, you guys, that was a great episode. So we definitely got more about the whole Kento mystery. So I had kind of been going back and forth, like, what is the situation here? Is Caliber like the little girl grown up or something? That had kind of been put forth, and then that was kind of like, well, maybe not though, because we know that the little girl got kind of like sucked in 15 years ago, and Caliber was there 15 years ago also, so like they couldn't have both been there. But I was still kind of like trying to figure out exactly what had happened and how it involved our main players here. And I have to say, that is pretty tragic. So his dad was like another swordsman in this organization, and apparently betrayed them to go join up with the bad guys. Not sure why, not sure if like, I don't know. I could see this going like, I've seen another Toku series like, oh, they betrayed them and they're bad guys, but then like, they're not exactly, they did it, or like they had a reason, they were going to try to like do it for some good reason or try and help, and then like it just didn't go like end up that way. Or maybe he's just like playing the other side to help the good guys. I don't know, but we don't have all the details on that, but we definitely I think are going to get more as time goes on. But that was his dad, and that's why, that's kind of this weight that he's been carrying around, the thing that they've referenced in the last few episodes of like someone close to him like betrayed, was the one who betrayed them 15 years ago. All right. And we got to see like an official henshin from Kento, which I loved. Did they mention the name of his, I wonder if the name of his rider is the, what did they call it? It started with like an A. I wonder if that's like the name of his rider. But I'm sure that'll get cleared up to me in the comments. I am really loving the designs on the show. I gotta say, I love our 4 riders, both in personality and in design. I think the effects look great. I have to say, I'm a really big fan of Caliber's, just like abilities and design and overall vibes. I know he's a bad guy, but I still can't help but like just be impressed. So they kind of, Kento and Touma kind of came to an understanding that, you know, both sides were trying to figure out, like, should I confront the other? What should I tell them? Et cetera, and finally just came to this understanding that, like, okay, Touma's not going to push, but he's there if you need him. And Kento realizing that, like, you know, don't underestimate what Touma can handle, but he's going to tell him, but he's going to wait until, Touma kind of has the bigger picture again. Because to be fair, it would be a lot to drop on somebody to like have to tell them the things that they forgot, the very important, apparently, friend or family member that they lost that they apparently just do not remember. So I kind of get that reasoning that like, we'll talk about it then, but like, I don't want to be the one to drop that bomb on you. And then we had our scene at the end here where we've got the rest of our crew, or another chunk of our crew is in peril now. They kind of left us on a cliffhanger. So we saw those like 2 bad guys kind of like, seems like there's some tension there between the 2 of them. And even like when they have our crew cornered at the end there, one of them's like, don't tell them the plan. So there's kind of like I feel like there's a little bit of tension even within the ranks there, in terms of our bad guys. So we'll see if that comes back. We'll see if we get like an explanation for it beyond just like what we've seen, or if it's going to play a bigger part, which I'm sure it will. You don't want to be fighting amongst yourselves in a battle. That's not going to end well. So, I liked, oh God, what's his name? I just keep calling him King of Parenting. And then they say his name every episode and I forget, but you know the one. I just love him. I adore him. He is just, the personalities on the show mix so well. Because we have, oh yeah, we met like a new guy. We only met him very briefly though. But I liked his personality. He seemed like he was going to be very just kind of like no nonsense and aloof. We haven't seen like a lot of Kento's personality so far, but we have like our King of Parenting guy who's like very over the top. And we have Touma, who's just kind of, like I've said before, he's very determined and very honest and very, he's just so pure, and he has like this gentle strength about him. And then we have Rinchiro, who's kind of like very by the book and kind of uptight. And I've already like 5 episodes in, I feel like we're doing a lot to develop our characters here. So I really like our good guys so far. So I hear a rumor that there's going to be quite a few writers on this series. So I don't know if that's true. But I noticed already, like we're 5 episodes in, like considering that there are other series where like they don't even introduce the secondary writer till like halfway through the series. I mean, it's pretty impressive that we're 5 episodes in when we already have like a lot going on with a lot of different characters. So, all right, guys, this was great. I had a blast with it. I'm really loving the show. I hope you had a blast watching along with me. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to join me next time, and we will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.